Hey guys, welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase. My name is Joey, and today this is a part 2 from my video that I made a couple weeks ago titled Favorite KotLC Things. This is just like the opposite of that, what I dislike about KotLC. This video was not created to put down Shannon Messenger or any of her books because they were all amazing, and most importantly, Shannon Messenger is also awesome. This video was just created for me to just show my opinion and tell why I don't like some things in Keeper Lost Cities. And I know Shannon won't see this, but just some general suggestions for the series. But before we begin the video, I have to talk about something kind of important. Troy's gonna be gone for the next couple weeks. I will be doing the next week's video and another day after that. So I'll be doing 5 total videos. This is the first out of the 5. So I hope you guys are gonna get used to my face around here. And he's leaving to Arizona, so I'm gonna have to do all the videos. So I apologize if maybe I miss a day and I just upload the day after that, or it's really late, like he goes out at 6 or 7. I hope you guys can just bear with me because I'm doing all of the videos. So let's just get straight into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about, which is probably the biggest one, is my least favorite book. My least favorite book is probably a tie between Everblaze and Lodestar. I feel like Everblaze was kind of boring and nothing much was really going on. You could probably prove me wrong in the comments, but that's just my opinion. And I feel like with Lodestar, it was actually a really, really good book, but it was just a little long and spread out. So, I mean, all the other books, in my opinion, are really, really great, and those are the ones I just feel like are lacking. Flashback, I didn't really like Flashback, but that was mainly just because of Sofits. I mean, the book was great and all, it's just that I didn't like it because of Sofits, so I'm not going to include that on the list because I think it was a really great book. So that was my least favorite books. I said Everblaze and I said Lodestar, and I didn't really say Flashback. I didn't want to just call it out for its ships. That's not really a good thing to do, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is least favorite character, and this is talking about the main group of 8 people. My least favorite character, if you've been watching this channel, you probably know that I really, really dislike Fitz. Now, the reason I dislike Fitz so much is that I feel like he was fine in the first, 2 books, and then maybe, in Everblaze, he kind of got really, really mad. He started developing his anger issues, and I feel like from that on, and even a lot in Flashback and some in Legacy, he was so angry at Sophie, and then Sophie's like, oh no, you're fine, you're good, and then he apologizes, then he gives her like cookies or something like that, and then she's like, oh, it's totally fine, he didn't just yell at me for 3 hours. So I really dislike Fitz because of his character, and it's not just because of Sophits, but that definitely contributes to it. I don't like Fitz because of his anger issues. I think that, again, I'm trying to leave out shipping until I actually get to my least favorite ship, but I definitely dislike Fitz because of his anger issues and because of Sophits. So now I'm getting into least favorite ship. Now I have another section for secondary ship, so this is just going to be between Sokeef and Sophits. So for my most favorite, I said Sokeef, so I have to say Sophits for this. Now, I have 2 videos on why I hate Sophits or on why Sokeef is better. So if you want to have a full detailed explanation of why I dislike Sophits, you can definitely check out the video. It should be a little card in the corner. And so I don't really have much to say about it except that Fitz's anger issues totally ruined the entire ship. I feel like if he was just a better person in general, I would be more okay if Sophits happened. But all in all, I think Sokeef is just a better ship. So now we're going to get onto favorite secondary ship. So this is basically any ship that's not Sokeef and Sophits. So my least favorite secondary ship is probably Lynn and Wiley. I know a lot of people actually ship Lynn and Wiley, and I get why you do. It's because Wiley was recovering and Lynn was helping him out. I know it's kind of cute, but I mean, I just dislike the ship. I have respect for Tam and Biana, and of course Biana and Dex, but I just feel like of all the secondary ships that people ship Lynn and Wiley, I feel like it's kind of a waste to the characters. Okay, so my least favorite cover is the next one. Now, I mean, you can't really judge a book on its cover. The one cover that I didn't really like, I mean, all the covers are totally awesome, and all credit goes to the artist Jason Chan, but I mean, I didn't really like Everblaze. Now, I know I said I wasn't gonna bring ships into this, but this is the only cover that exclusively has Sophie and Fitz. And for some reason, if you flip Sophie around in the book, she doesn't really look like Sophie. We've seen so much art of her, and this is the one where she looks kind of chubby, I have to say. So yeah, my least favorite cover definitely has to go to Everblaze. It's kind of a weird question because all of the covers are pretty awesome. That's just the one that I picked. The next one is least favorite ability. Now this is basically just like, which ability do I think is like the most useless? And it definitely has to go to voice affrader. If you've never heard of this ability, it's basically like you can make your voice go in different tones and pitches, I think. You can also make yourself screech really, really loud and stuff. I think one of the counselors is a voice affrader, and I feel like that ability has like 0 uses. Maybe if you want to annoy someone, you screech really loud, but I mean, how often is that gonna happen? It might be useful in battle. Maybe you scream so loud that the enemies will stop, but that also means that your own side will hear it too. So I mean, it's kind of useless, to be honest. I mean, unless you're a singer, then maybe it's perfect, but I mean, I think it's like the worst ability. I would not want to be a voice affrader. I would rather be a phaser, because I mean, phaser is actually a pretty cool ability, but I'm just comparing it because that's the first thing that popped into my head. So that's my least favorite ability. Let's get into my least favorite adult. So my least favorite adults, I'm gonna be picking somebody from the Never Seen, and I'm not gonna pick Fenton or Lady Gisela. I actually do admire Lady Gisela. I think she's really clever, but I'm gonna have to go with Vespera. The reason that I picked Vespera is that not only is she in the Never Seen and everything, but she experimented on humans, and I'm a human. I think that's bad, and I feel like even though she's an elf, she's done bad things, which like kind of corrupts her. I know everyone I've never seen has done a bad thing in their life, but I just feel like Vespera, I think it said like she tortured or experimented on like over 300 humans, and I think how crazy you have to be for an elf to torture 300 people, because usually their minds guilt and shatter if they just like do something like that to one person. So you just think about that, like how bad can she really be? And that's why I dislike Vespera. I do think she's honestly like a cool character. She's a cool bad guy, but she definitely is a very, very bad person. So the next one is least favorite side character. I'm not gonna be picking an adult, I'm gonna be picking a kid. So basically my least favorite kid that's not in the main group. So up until Legacy, this definitely went to Stina. But I mean, in Legacy, she made it for everything. And spoiler alerts, she joined Team Valiant, so I definitely think that made up for, and she was a pretty helpful character, so I think that makes up for maybe all the bad deeds she's done. She also helped out a lot in Flashback with the Alicorns, but I still think I'm gonna have to go with her because she was still kind of sassy and like not really helping in Legacy. But she still is a cool character, but I'm just picking her because like, who else am I gonna pick, you know? Okay, so my least favorite counselor, I'm not gonna pick Bronte because even though he's kind of mean and stern, he's a really nice guy and he's helped Sophie and the gang out a lot. So I'm actually gonna pick Emery because he was against a lot of the ideas that Sophie and her group had. Even though they were great ideas, he just dismissed them because they were kids and he didn't think that they were smart enough. So I think that I'm definitely gonna have to go with Emery for being my least favorite counselor just because he wasn't supportive and he's kind of mean. And then the last one is least favorite animal. Now, I mean, I didn't do my favorite animal in the last one, but I thought of another category, so I'm including it. So my least favorite animal probably has to be a Gulan, because what I've heard of it is very stinky and it's green and it's kind of like a rat creature. So I definitely think if I were to encounter Gulan, it's like encountering a skunk. I've never encountered a skunk, so I don't really know how it is, but I definitely know that they stink a lot and they spray that smell, so I definitely want to get close to a skunk or a Gulan, so that's why I picked Gulan for my least favorite creature. So those were all the categories. I did 10 categories of my least favorite things in the Keeper of Lost Cities universe. I went over my least favorite book, character, ship, secondary ship, cover, ability, adult, side character, counselor, and creature. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, kind of as a part 2 to my favorites. And I mean, that's kind of all the parts I can do to this series. Just my favorite and my least favorite. It's not like a middle favorite. So that's something just gonna be it for the series and the end of this video. So if you guys enjoyed and you want to see more KotLC videos just like this, definitely leave a like and subscribe. I think that only like 20% of you guys are subscribed. So if 100% of you guys are subscribed, or even close to that number, we'd have so much more subscribers, maybe even like 5,000 subscribers right now. So definitely subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this month, and click the bell notifications so you never miss another upload from us. That's gonna be it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.